Ever wanted to make your avatar walk, talk, run, or drive? I'll show you exactly how I animate mine, step by step. In earlier videos linked below, I showed you how to create consistent characters using ChatGPT and expand on them with design. Now, we're taking it further. This is where the magic happens. I'm using my favorite video generation tool, Kling AI, to turn those still images into realistic avatars that walk, talk, and move like they're alive. So now that you've downloaded all your images and hopefully upscaled them in Canva like I showed you in the previous video, here's what I do next. I open a chat with ChatGPT and paste in my instructional prompt guide. I tell it I want to animate these images using Kling and ask it to generate precise prompts tailored to each one. This saves so much time and gives me clean, ready-to-use directions for realistic animation. Once ChatGPT gives you your prompt and negative prompt, it's time to upload your image into Kling. Decide if you want a 5 or 10-second animation. I'm using Kling AI 2.0 because the prompt accuracy is way better. But heads up, it costs 200 credits. If you want to save credits, Kling 1.6 works just fine at 70 credits and still gives you clean, undistorted animations. Here's the final result. Kling AI 2.0 really stuck to the prompt. The motion's smooth, the details are sharp, and yes, it even brought in the background elements like cars. Now, if you want to take it a step further and have your character talk, you'll need to add lip sync. Kling does offer lip sync, but it's limited to just 10 seconds. So if you need longer dialogue, like up to 30 seconds, use Design's lip sync feature instead. It's perfect for more expressive, extended talking animations. All right, let's go deeper. If you want your avatar to move smoothly from sitting to standing and then back to sitting again, here's exactly how to make that transition seamless. First, upload your reference image with your character and make sure the hands are clearly visible in the frame. Then choose your model. I'm using Kling 1.6, set to 10 seconds, which costs 70 credits. Now, this part is important. In your prompt, be specific. I use this exact line, a static shot of a deep brown-skinned black woman speaking directly to the camera, using both hands to demonstrate her point with gentle gestures. Her movements are minimal, keeping the focus on her expression and message. A static shot means the camera stays completely still with no zooms or pans, keeping your subject perfectly centered and natural throughout the animation. Then enter your negative prompt. Avoid blur, distortion, computer-generated effects, and unnatural or distorted hands. Set creativity and relevance to 0.5 to keep things clean but still natural. Once you're ready, hit submit. And in about 2 minutes, your smooth, focused animation will be ready to download. Now here's the finished video. The camera stays completely still while the character gestures and speaks naturally, almost as if she's really there. This next step is crucial if you want a smooth transition to a walking animation. You will take a screenshot of the last frame of your video, download your video, then go to a video frame extractor, upload your clip, set the number of frames to 12 and the distance between frames to 1000, then download the last frame that appears. Next, upload that final frame into Kling AI. This time, change your prompt to a tracking shot of an animated, deep brown-skinned black woman rising from her seat, walking and gently demonstrating with both hands. A tracking shot means the camera moves along with the subject, so it will follow your character naturally as she stands and walks. Keep all your other settings the same as before. Same model, same credit amount, same prompt structure, and hit submit. This will give you a clean, connected animation that picks up exactly where the first video left off. Look at this clean shot. She picks up right where the first clip ended, then smoothly rises and walks forward. The transition feels natural and seamless, like one continuous scene. Now listen closely. This next step is what brings the full loop together. Download the tracking shot video, then head back to the video extractor, upload the video, and again extract and download the last frame. Now here's where Kling 1.6 gives us an advantage. You can upload both a start frame and an end frame. So for this final shot, use the last frame of your tracking video as the start frame and the original static image as the end frame. Here's the final prompt to complete the movement. A tracking shot of an animated, deep brown-skinned black woman walking toward her table, gradually sitting down on her chair. She then continues speaking while looking straight into the camera, using both hands to demonstrate gently. Keep all other settings the same. Same model, same prompt structure, same credits. Then hit submit. Now let's look at the final result. This is what I'm talking about. If you followed each step, you now have an avatar that can walk, move, and animate right before your eyes. Watch how she smoothly returns to her seat. It feels like one continuous, natural movement. Now that you've nailed this part, it's time for the next step, lip syncing. Now I'm going to show you how to generate lifelike lip sync animations with precise mouth alignment and natural timing. In just a few clicks, your avatar can speak with audio that actually matches. There are 3 ways I lip sync my animations depending on the context. If I'm working on a longer video, up to 5 minutes, I use a premium lip sync tool, which is pretty expensive, so I won't cover it in this video. But if you want a deep dive on that, just drop lip sync in the comments. The second option is directly within Kling AI, but that's limited to 10 seconds. The third is design, which lets you lip sync up to 30 seconds. Let me show you both Kling and design, starting with Kling. First, let's start with the voice. There are a lot of ways to do this, but here's how I do it. I use 11 Labs. Hands down, the best AI voiceover tool I've tried. I've already cloned my own voice, but you can also choose from the voices in their library. Just go to the text-to-speech section, paste in your script, and hit generate. If the result doesn't sound right, you can tweak and regenerate until it feels natural. Once you're happy with the voiceover, download the audio file. Just remember, Kling only supports lip syncing up to 10 seconds, so make sure your audio is around 9 seconds to avoid having to trim it later. Now, head over to Kling AI. Select the video you want to lip sync and choose the lip sync option. Kling gives you the option to use one of their built-in voices, but if you already created your own, just select Upload to Local Dubbing. Upload your audio. Kling will give you a quick preview so you can make sure everything sounds right. Once confirmed, hit Generate. It usually takes about 8 minutes to process, and then your avatar will be perfectly lip synced to your voice. They called me cursed, an abomination, but I became their ending. They tried to erase black women like us. We became the revolution. Incredible. All right, that wraps up the Kling lip sync feature. Now let's head over to Design's lip sync tool, which gives you more flexibility. Unlike Kling, Designs lets you work with longer clips. I usually upload a video that's around 29 seconds and pair it with an audio file that's about 28 seconds. This keeps everything within Design's limits and avoids any issues with file rejection. Okay, here's how I use Design's lip sync feature to bring longer avatar clips to life. First, when you're working with a 30-second audio clip, you want to get the most out of it. But here's the truth, you can never really use the full 30 seconds. You'll always need to trim it slightly to avoid rejection. Let me explain. Say you've got a 10-second animation from Kling. I bring that into my timeline, usually in CapCut or a similar editor. And here's an amazing tip. Duplicate the clip, then reverse the second one. That way, you create a smooth loop where the avatar's motion flows forward, then backwards seamlessly. Did you catch that? Now, copy the original non-reversed clip again and add it to the end. So your timeline now goes normal clip, reversed clip, normal clip. This creates a full motion cycle that feels continuous and dynamic. But here's the trick. Kling videos labeled as 10 seconds often export as 10.5 or even 11 seconds. So if you stack 3 clips like that, the final file can easily hit 31 seconds, which Design might reject. To stay safe, I always trim the full video to just under 30 seconds, around 29.8 seconds, to avoid any upload errors. Also, make sure when you export your video, you don't do it in 4K. Export it at 1080p because the file size matters. Design won't accept anything too large. Now, once that's done, head over to Design, go to the site, create a new project, choose your canvas, usually 16:9, and click on lip sync. Now you can lip sync directly in Design by generating an image and animating it there. But again, that's limited to 10 seconds, just like Kling. If you want a longer lip sync like we're doing here, you need to upload the longer video you just edited Personally, I always create or download my video from Kling, adjust and extend it in CapCut, and then bring it into design for final lip syncing. You'll upload your video, select the audio file you've already generated, and then hit generate. If your video is about 30 seconds, it will cost you around 36 credits. It usually takes about 5 minutes, maybe up to 10 max, but once it's done, your avatar will be fully lip synced to your audio. All right, now let's take a look at the finished product. Look at how fantastic Design Lip Sync is. If you are enjoying this tutorial, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It is free. And yes, it's free. This was so much fun. That was your full step-by-step guide to animating an avatar for your faceless YouTube channel, AI influencer brand, or whatever vision you're bringing to life. Drop a comment and let me know what you've created or if you have any questions. And if you want a tutorial on Runway ML's lip sync tool or the premium tool I use to lip sync entire 5-minute videos, just say the word, I've got you. If you learned anything from this tutorial, like, comment, subscribe, and tap that bell notification to never miss an upload.